So right now we've got super stock cars at the ready. We've got Bryant Dalton Sr. over in the Larice Motorsports Insurance right lane. We've got Tony V over in the left lane in his car, the 56 Chevy, the beautiful car. I mean, just a gorgeous 56 Chevy right there. And they're going for their third round of qualifying here today. Hayden, Alabama going to be in that 67 Camaro, the underdog, over in the QuickTime Performance lane. And Don Wilmot out of Decatur, Georgia, in his 1966 Mustang Coupe will be in the Larice Motorsports Insurance right lane. Which will be the QuickTime Performance lane. And in the right lane, the Larice Motorsports Insurance lane, is going to be our defending world champion, and it is Jerry Dean out of Lacey Spring, Alabama, in his beautiful Chevy 2 called the Last Rebel 2. Karen Mitchell, crew chief for Jerry Dean, out in front of the car, bringing him up to the line, getting him ready to go, as he is making his first elimination run this year in defense of his 2024 World Championship. All right, Jerry Dean with a lot of wheel spin, and so does Dean Hall. But Jerry Dean able to correct that and get down the racetrack for a round win here in round number 1 of Super Stock. As that
America, ain't it great? And it sure is great, because we get to go Southeast Gassers Association drag racing at South Georgia Motorsports Park. Jerry Dean here in the Spring Nationals presented by Harbin's Mechanical. You started the year off, well, right, as defending champion in Superstock with a win light.
Well, that's great. We've had a little bad luck this weekend tearing stuff up. But if you race, you're going to do that. And I want to thank right off the bat Randy Kiefer's crew for coming over and bailing us out and helping us get to the line that last time. Great people. This is a nice place to race, and it's track's a little hard to get used to for us, but it's okay. It's good.
It's a good track, making it tough for the usual competitors of Southeast Gasser Association. Nice to be at this premier location. It's not usual that you break things in your little hot rod. You're very consistent. Tell us about the help you've got each and every weekend with you, literal rocket scientists.
Yeah, well, my crew chief and my boss, I guess, is Karen Mitchell. She calls all the shots. She does all the work. I help her with heavy stuff, but other than that, she's one group. We got a guy named David Richardson that helps us. He can't be here today, but he does help us. But Miss Karen's the head person.
Here we are in Super Stock right here as we get ready for this matchup. Don Wilmot, Decatur, Georgia, going to be taking on the Sevierville, Tennessee racer Bryant Dalton Sr. All right, Don Wilmot in the QuickTime Performance lane on the left-hand side in his 66 Mustang Coupe out of Decatur, Georgia. The Ford Falcon Futura, the 1963 model Ford Falcon Futura of the Sevierville, Tennessee racer Bryant Dalton Sr. occupies the Larice Motorsports Insurance lane on the right side. Don Wilmot just blows through the tree, turns on the red light. Wow, that's one of the easiest wins Bryant Dalton Sr.'s ever had right there. Don't know what happened, if maybe the line lock left on him, or I don't know what happened. Only can speculate at this point, but Don Wilmot eliminates himself with the big red I that catches him leaving. In the quick time performance lane, he has a bye by virtue of being that #1 qualifier, and he'll be taking on Bryant Dalton Sr. coming up next. Karen Mitchell right there telling Jerry Dean where she wants him to be.
Superstock final up next here at South Georgia Motorsports Park. Jerry Dean is in the final, and this man is in the final. Bryant Dalton, Sr. of the Dalton Gang car, and Jerry Dean, champion last year. Tall order to get a win light over him.
It's going to be rough, but I'm going to give it everything it's got this year. So who knows? If he messes up, I've got him. So that's about all this really said. You know, he's a good racer. I like Jerry Dean, but when we get up there, there's no liking nobody. Just take off and do the best I can.
Absolutely. So in Southeast Gassers Association drag racing, people will look at A-Gas and see why that's appealing. People will look at AFX and see why that's appealing. Why is Superstock appealing for you and you're competing in it?
Well, it's more or less it's a stock car. You know, we get to do a little bit of tuning to it, to put a different rear end, stuff like that in it. And I like the car. I don't like pulling up wheelies and stuff like that right there. That's for the A-Gas and all the other boys. This is a down-to-earth car, what I used to race when I was a kid.
It's Ford versus Chevy in the Superstock final.
Karen Mitchell, crew chief of Jerry Dean, going to bring him back. They won 8 races last year en route to a championship in Superstock in a dominating fashion. Bryant Dalton going to try to be the man that knocks him off his perch here in 2025 as Robin Harris brings that car back to the starting line. Mike Bully Wiles behind the wheel right there for Bryant Dalton Sr. Bryant Dalton goes in and double bulbs Jerry Dean. He backs out as he double bulbs Jerry Dean. Dean never went into the pre-stage. They'll back it out and bring it up to the line again. Maybe a little gamesmanship right there. I don't know in this Superstock category, but he double bulbs again. Jerry Dean goes ahead and lights him up as well. Here we go, fans. Reaction time advantage still went to Jerry Dean, and he takes the victory here as he moves on to another victory here in 2025 to start this.
Jerry Dean drives the last Rebel 2, and he certainly has been rebellious in Superstock, winning all of these wins. Starts out again right here in 2025, earning the win in Superstock.
Yeah, we had a good day. It was a rough day. We tore up a lot of stuff, but we couldn't be here if it wasn't for Randy Kiefer, Ron Hunter, Mickey Huddleston, and Wayne Huddleston. They are friends. They're good people, and they jumped in and helped us because we was fixing to be on the trailer, and they jumped in there and helped us get ready, and we owe them this race because without them we wouldn't have never made it. And that's just friends, you know, so that's good. we'd help them the same way if they was in trouble. So they jumped in and never said a word, just went to work. Helped us get up here.
Jerry, you won all but 2 last year in 2024. You start 2025 off right here at the Spring Nationals presented by Harbin's Mechanical.
Yes.
Are you tired of winning yet?
I don't know that you get tired of it. We're realistic. We know it can't last forever, and we're going to lose some, and because everybody's picking up, and we're just glad it's going good for us now, but we expecting it to turn. You know, it always does. As long as we've raced for a long time, back in the 60s and 70s, and you ain't going to never win them all. You know, you want to win them all, but you ain't going to win them all.
Jerry Dean, obviously humble, but he's the winner here at South Georgia Motorsports Park in Superstock. Hey, SEGA fan, Lee Craft here. What you just watched on the Southeast Gassers Association YouTube channel is a trimmed-down version of whichever category you just watched from our live stream at South Georgia Motorsports Park. Be sure to subscribe right here to the SEGA YouTube channel. More races will be streamed, and when not, you will still be able to see the great racing action that SEGA displays. There is no rival.